Hey, good morning. Saturday, I believe it's the 16th, which means that would be day 18. And I ended up not posting a video yesterday. Kind of got a little tied up and busy, and apologize for that. But I have a truth moment today, so stick around. It might be a little bit of a story, and obviously it might get emotional because there's just some things that came up today that made me realize a few things in my life. And I'm sitting here on a Saturday morning, family's gone, kids at work, wife's getting her hair done, and I was vacuuming the house and cleaning up after our dog. He leaves a lot of mess. And there was a moment where I just felt like I couldn't do it anymore. I wanted to get upset. I wanted to get mad that the house was a mess. And I was listening to my daughter get ready today to go to the zoo, and she's talking to her dog. And like he's a human, this dog has emotions and he feels, and it was the most amazing thing to see, or to hear, I guess. And I overheard her tell him, when my room's clean, my mind's clean. And I thought to myself, I'm like, oh, that's such a common thing I say to myself. When my house is organized, my house is clean, it feels like my day goes better. And to hear my daughter say that was pretty cool. She's got her bed made. She's my one that's home from college right now. And took their little childhood room and made it an adult room as she came back this summer. So watching her keep things organized and clean, obviously it makes me happy because it keeps the house clean. But hearing her say that to her dog, and like he understood, when my room's clean, my mind's clean. And I was realizing as I was vacuuming the house today that there was things in my mind that was just causing clutter and chaos, and some emotions started coming to the surface. And I'm going to share a story that is a part of my past, a part that I'm not proud of, but a part that I've had to grow through. And more so, the message would be that I do believe that everybody has a reason for going through experiences in life. Some are good, some are bad, some are ugly, some are things that you're embarrassed about, some are things that you would be proud to talk about. And this is one that I would not be proud to talk about, but it's who I am, and I would like you guys to know. When I was 17, currently I'm 45, so a little while ago, I got in trouble with the law, doing some dumb teenage shit. I ended up, I don't know if I dare to tell you, but I was the dumb kid breaking into cars and stealing stereos and selling them at the pawn shop for a couple $100. And after a little bit of time, I ended up getting in trouble for doing such things and paid my debt. I spent a little bit of time in a work release program, 6 months. It's never been inside of a jail, but work release. And I then spent 22 years of my life from that day forward paying back that debt. I had restitution to pay to the state. I had victims that had had their equipment stolen out of their car, and I was paying that debt back. And a lot of people were getting pennies a month from the amount as it was getting split and sent to those people. And as my life went forward and I started doing things different and learning how to create an income, I then started having my wages garnished. I was losing paychecks, and my tax returns was all getting taken. The state was charging me 18% towards that amount as a fee on the restitution. And so the money that I was spending to pay off that debt was not bringing the balance down. It was going up every month. And eventually got to the point where I asked a way to settle that debt and addressed the prosecuting attorney's office, and we went through and sat down and figured out how I could solve my problem that I'd caused as a teenager. They were able to work with me, and we negotiated on an amount, so I was able to pay off the state. I was paid off the fees. I paid off the interest, and I was given a list of all the victims' names, and I individually wrote them a letter asking for forgiveness. I asked them what I could do to settle the debt, and to be honest, I asked if some of them would just be willing to write it off. It had been 20 years ago. And a large portion of people did. There was balances sometimes under $100 that they were just waiving, and because they saw that there was a dumb mistake being made and a different person that was presenting themselves at that moment. I've held on to that for a long time. I never wanted people to know my past. I always wanted them to see the happy things. My other social profiles are just personal stuff, and I found that I've locked those down to just private views because I didn't want people to know what I had or what I've done or vacations that I've been on or the home that I had, because it almost felt embarrassing at the moment, knowing that I was such an idiot kid stealing from people, and then here I was bragging and boasting online about what I had acquired. So these emotions came today, and all of a sudden I'm vacuuming. I'm left-handed, so I've got this cordless stick vacuum picking up all the dog hair and using my left hand, and I get this really bad random knot in the right shoulder blade. It came out of nowhere, and it hit me really hard. This was an emotion that was ready to come out. Felt like I had got to a point in my life where I could finally let some of my past go. And I chose to let that happen. And now I want you guys to know too, because I believe that there's a lot of people out there that are having things in their life that either are currently affecting them, things from the past, probably going to be shit coming up in the future for some people. And it's okay. It's okay to be who you are then. It's okay to be who you are now. And it's okay to know that you want something different. And I've lived that whole life and that whole path of being somebody that I was not proud of, correcting those problems, moving forward and becoming the person that I could say that I'm proud of now. But I still hold on to those emotions. I still hold on to that past. And today I feel like it was maybe okay to let it go. So having a really good conversation with an amazing friend of mine, I was able to talk through that and kind of realize why everything was the way it was. So yeah, there's a lot of people that have seen the truck that I drive or the vacations that I've been on, because I talk about it. And it didn't come from just being some spoiled brat. It came from hard freaking work and a really ugly past, and something that I've truly grown through. So keep going if you're on that path too. Let yourself heal. Let yourself be okay with who you were, knowing that that was maybe something that you didn't understand. Or what I would say is this awakening has brought to light a lot of things that maybe we did out of just generational patterns, or doing things just because that's the way we thought it was supposed to be. So there's a little healthy truth moment for you guys. I'm not perfect, never claimed to be, and I know there's going to be mistakes that I'll make in the future, but I feel like I'm finally able to let go of that part of my past and kind of work through that healing, and it's been different. It's a little scary still sharing this with the world, but on paper today, I have fully expunged my record. I've had everything cleaned, and if I ended up getting stopped by an officer today, he would think I'm a perfect citizen, and I'm not. I've made mistakes, and I'm okay with knowing who I am now, because I know that I'm not that same person. And that would be my challenge to you guys today. Understand that things in the past made you who you are today. They were there for a reason. And that's part of, I think, this awakening, is realizing that we have the ability to break these generational traumas. And we have the ability to change our future. One of my favorite movies, Heath Ledger, The Knight's Tale, when his dad tells him that you have the power to change your stars. Sometimes feel like I get to live those movies by myself. So I don't even know if I've made sense. It's just one of those things, but this is a post for me. This is my journey, and this is me documenting the changes and growth that I've been able to go through in my life. So hope you guys have an amazing Saturday, and I love you. By the way, the podcast is live. There's 10 episodes that got listed or published last night, and got notified from Spotify that it already unlocked a couple of extra features for us, because we had a lot of people listening in one day. And I'm going to keep doing that. We've got 3 recordings per day scheduled, all of them next week. And keep scheduling. Keep going to the calendar if you'd like to. I would love to have the conversation with you, first of all. And I think the world needs to hear your story as well. I can't say enough about the people that I've been able to talk to already, and hear what they've gone through and their life and who they are today. And it has absolutely made me a better person, just being able to have those conversations. So thank you, and please keep doing it. It's helpful to me, and it's fun. And I think the world needs to see this. And I think the world needs to know that we're not in this alone. And have a great day. I love you guys.